Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you from the Garnet B. Rickard Arena, where your Clarington Flames today are going to be taking on the Kingston Ice Wolves. All right, folks, so they just completed the in-arena player announcements. The Clarington Flames are currently warming up. So Clarington's last game was a difficult 2-1 loss to Peterborough in the Belleville Bearcats tournament. Hoping to rebound against the Kingston Ice Wolves. Checking the stats, I believe last game the Kingston Ice Wolves won the last game 7-0. So see if Clarington can have a better showing today. And a special shout out to Abby Mahoney from the Clarington Flames, who was able to join the team this week for her first practice, coming off the injured list from her concussion symptoms. So it looks like starting for your Clarington Flames today will be Beethan with Strand and Busato on the wing. And we got Hanthorn and Wood starting on defense. Kingston with the puck in the neutral zone. Hanthorn jumps up and breaks up the play. Wood trying to chip it up the boards. There's 3 Kingston players up that board, so they're unable to get it out. Kingston defense jumps in. Trying to get a shot on net. Strand breaks up that play. She dumps it down. She goes for a change, but Kingston quickly brings that puck back the other way. And they'll be called on the offside. Kingston dumps that puck down in deep. Coulter gives chase behind the net. She's going to bring it up the near boards, chips it off the boards for DeYoung. DeYoung's got a little bit of room. She looks far side for Luxton. Luxton had a Kingston player all over, so she dumps it into the zone. Two on one, come back the other way. Sarah DeYoung comes back, helps out the defense, and she gets a stick on that puck and steers it just wide. That puck just trickles in on Kinsley, and she will hang on to force the faceoff. Faceoff on the far side. Faceoff's won by Kingston. They control it. And Kinley will hang on, and once again, Kinley too are getting the start in net today. Been very solid for the Clarington Flames in the tournament as well, facing lots of shots and standing tall. Clarington moves that puck up the far boards. Patfield moves it up for Ridding. Ridding gets a nice shot on net, and that goes just wide. Goaltender just got a piece of it and steered that puck wide. Battle for it on the near side. Kingston able to chip that puck out of the zone, and they'll bring it down into Clarington. They dump it down deep on net, and Kinley's going to hang on to force the faceoff once again. Face-off won by Clarington. Chipped up the boards, gets to the defense and not out. So Kingston dumps that puck back in on Clarington. Kingston with a long shot from the point. That's blocked. Another long shot from the point for Kingston. And that's steered to the side. Kingston down in the corner. They work that puck down behind the net. Out front, nobody there. So Hanthorn moves that puck up the near side for Strand. She looks from far side for Busato. Just in her feet, so that puck trickles down into Kingston's zone. Kingston starts their breakout on the near side. They play it into the middle. Kingston's making a change, so she's got nobody to pass to. Okapek checks her player along the board. They move that puck up the near side. They're unable to get it out. Kingston plays that puck back in on them again. Clarington continues to try to play that puck up along the boards, and teams recognize that, and they keep breaking up that play. Puck was touched on the way down the ice, so the icing's waved off. Kingston starts their breakout on the near side. As you see, Kingston, they start their breakout on the near boards, but they quickly move that puck cross ice, and they're able to get out of the zone and gain the Clarington zone. Clarington plays it around the boards. Clarington chips it off the near boards and get it out. And Kingston wins the race to that puck. Kingston reverses behind her net. She's got DeYoung on her. DeYoung's got a good active stick. Pokes that puck loose. Luxton reaching for it. She's got it in her feet. Puck back to the point. Wood takes the long shot from the point, and that goes just wide of the net. Kingston plays that puck around the far boards. They chip it towards the middle. And Wood stays tight on her line and breaks that play up. Kingston cross ice. Move it up to the winger. They chip it across the middle and get that puck down into the Clarington zone once again. So Kingston, again, not using the end boards or the wide board play for the breakout. They're looking to get that puck into the middle. Puck down into the Clarington zone. Hanthorn back for it. She plays it up the far boards for Patfield. Patfield with a quick pass across for Ridding. Just out of her reach, and that puck will trickle out to the neutral zone. Kingston with a quick transition back the other way. They get it into the high slot. There's a shot on net. And they will hang on to force the faceoff. .10:26 to go here in the first period. That face-off controlled by Clarington. They just play it again off the near boards, but they are able to get it out. Kingston plays it up the far side. Coulter chips it off the board. That gets to Beethan. Beethan chips it into the middle for Strand, and Strand dumps it down deep into the Kingston zone, and they'll give chase. Kingston wins the race for that puck. They chip it up the near boards. Coulter back for it. She plays it back into the Kingston zone, forces them to retreat. And now Okapek will dump that down deep, and the Clarington defense will make a change. Kingston plays it up the near side and quickly try to chip it into the middle. Again, you can see that breakout by Kingston. They'll play it to the winger, but they're trying to get it over to the center as quick as possible so that it gets around the Clarington defense. Beethan moves it up for Strand. Strand just gives it a tap, and she goes off for a change. Kingston brings that puck into the zone. They'll bring it in offside. Face off just outside the Clarington zone. Kingston moves it up the far side. They got a bit of room. Trying to move it into the center. That play's broken up. And Sarah DeYoung, she'll bring that puck back into the Kingston zone. Luxon and DeYoung on the far boards with it. Comes around for Rowan. Rowan plays it back to Hanthorn on the point. She just dumps it down deep into the zone. Kingston able to chip that puck off the near boards and out. Coulter all the way back for it. She chips it off the near boards. Gets it up to Rowan. Rowan turns that over to Kingston, but they are called on the offside. Face-off controlled by Clarington. They get it back to Coulter. Coulter looks up the near side for Ridding. Just out of reach, so that puck will go down to the Kingston zone. Long stretch pass for the Kingston player. They'll gain the zone. Coulter keeps her player to the outside. Now she'll check her in the corner. They play it in behind. Quick pass out front. They make that pass back to the point. Long shot from the point. That goes wide of the net. Play in the corner. Hanthorn knocks down her player. Coulter down low. She's got two Kingston players. Now Preston comes back to provide support. She gets it up the near boards for Ridding. Can't handle it. Gets it back to the Kingston D. They move it into the corner. Coulter gets a stick on that one, so it goes just wide. They're trying to wrap it around. Face off to the right of the Kingston Clarington net. It's won by Clarington. They're going to move it up. Battle along the near side. That's won by Kingston. They're going to bring it into the Clarington zone. Play broken up. Puck still in the high slot for Kingston. And frozen on the side of the net. Gusada with a great chip to get that puck out of the zone. 2-on-1 coming the other way, but Kingston just gets a stick on that puck and they break up the play. Quick transition up to the far boards. Again, they've got that number 16 set up in the right in the middle. That's who they're looking to get the puck to. And there's the chip. There's that puck over to 16, but Hanthorn jumps down low and breaks up that breakout. Kingston brings it out. They bring it up the near side. Rowan all over her player. Checks her, takes the puck away. They chip it up high and out. Bouncing puck for DeYoung. She's unable to get control of it. Now DeYoung's got it. She'll bring it into the Kingston zone, looking for somebody with her. Luxton on the far boards. Luxton for DeYoung. Back to Luxton. Luxton with it. Backhand out front. That's on the Kingston net. She makes the first save. Coulter jumps down in. She'll take it deep into the corner. She gets tripped up. Delayed penalty against Kingston. Delayed penalty coming here against Kingston as Coulter jumps down low to try to create some offense, and she gets tripped up. Gets a little tap there from her captain, DeYoung, as they started to create some offensive pressure on that play. Colts on the far board. She's able to keep it in, but chipped out by Kingston, and it hits the referee in the back of the head, so that play gets broken up. Kingston parents unhappy about that. Coulter with a backhand up for Ridding. Ridding plays it up to the middle for Patfield. Ridding now, she circles back, takes it in deep. She's all alone as the Clarington players are watching that play go into the zone, and they're trailing in behind the puck carrier. And Kingston will dump that puck down the length of the ice. Okapek comes back for it, plays it off the near boards. Goes up to Ridding. Ridding puts the long shot in on net, and the Kingston goalie's going to hang on. Clarington starting to create a couple opportunities here, but the wingers on that last play were not being very aggressive going towards the net, and Ridding was all by herself. There's a pass in front for Busato. Busato with the shot on net, and the goalie hangs on. Nice play from Lee on the point to get that to Busato in the high slot, who one times that puck in on net. Face off, won by Clarington. Busato has that puck stripped, and Kingston trying to get it out, but gets to Wood and not out. And now Kingston will bring that puck out, and they'll dump it down into the Clarington zone. Lee back for it behind her own net. She circles right around. She gets checked along the boards. Busato ices that puck all the way down, so that'll be brought back as Clarington's still on the power play. So officials are a little tighter when you got the power play if you're going to dump that puck down the length of the ice for the icing. Face off, won by Clarington. Pass up for DeYoung. She plays it up the near boards. That gets as far as center ice, and Kingston dumps that puck back down. Coulter looks up the far side for Busato. Sorry, that's Luxton. She gets tripped up. No penalty no penalty call on that play. Anthorn brings it up the near boards, and Kingston just hammers that back down on Clarington. Kingston again just fires that puck down the length of the ice. Coulter back for it. Penalty for Kingston is now expired. Back to 5-on-5. Kingston back with it. They slow things down, looking to set up. Hanthorn plays it up the far boards. Just out of the reach for Luxton. So Kingston takes over again. Kingston up the near side. They tried to play that to the center. Preston able to break up the play. She gets stripped of the puck, and Kingston brings it back the other way. Kingston, she drives right into the net, gets the shot in on goal. Coulter plays that up the far side, doesn't get out. Kinley steers that puck to the side. Kingston, again, working that puck around. They put that puck all the way back to the point. And a big shot on net, and Kinley steers that to the side. Okapek with it behind the net. Coulter steps out, breaks up the plate, gets the puck to Kinley. Sorry, that's Kingston Patfield. Patfield plays it back around to the near side. Preston tries to play the puck around the boards. That hits the skates and pops right out in front. Lee plays it up for Ridding. Ridding's got a little bit of room. She's got one more player to beat. She's in alone. She's got the shot. And the Kingston goalie makes a great save on Charlotte Ridding. Puck along the near boards. Clarington dumps it back in, forces Kingston to regroup. Clarington not applying much pressure on this forecheck, so Kingston able to break out of their zone, move it up the ice. Wood jumps on that puck, and she plays it up the middle for Preston. She gets a stick on it. She'll make a change. Clarington got lucky on that play. No call for the too many men on the ice. Puck goes all the way back down into the Kingston zone. They'll start their breakout along the near side. Coulter back for it. She plays it up the boards. Puck squirts back for Hanthorn. Hanthorn just plays it up the near side and gets it down into the Kingston zone. Kingston brings it up the near side. Hanthorn breaks up the play, but there's two Kingston players, so they're able to bring it into the Clarington zone. Hanthorn back checks, and she gets in on the play. Coulter trying to tie up that player, and she gets her able to get her stick free, gets a shot in on Kinley, who hangs on to force the faceoff. Minute 28 to go in the first period, still scoreless game. Some decent back and forth hockey going on so far. Kingston controls the faceoff. They take it back behind the Clarington zone, looking to work it out, and they put that puck right into the side of the net. Kingston again looking to make that pass out front. They get it back to the point. They dump it down into the corner. Kingston doing a pretty good job here cycling this puck around. They work that puck out front, and Kinley's going to hang on once again. So a minute to go here in the third period. Face-off is won by Clarington. Wood wraps it around the near side. DeYoung able to pick up that puck off the D, and she tries to make a move at the blue line, and the Kingston defender just strips that off her stick. Kingston trying to play it out the far side. Luxton down low, battles with her player. Gets it up. DeYoung battling with two Kingston players, so they're able to break out. They look near side. Hanthorn's going to try to jump up and break this up. And Luxton comes over, gives a bit of support. They play it up for DeYoung. DeYoung chips it down into Kingston zone. And Clarington will make a change with 17 seconds to go in the period. Kingston using the full width of this ice to try to stretch the breakouts and their puck movement across the ice. Kingston lucky on that play not to get called for too many men, as they were making a change as well. And that'll do it for the first period. So both teams got away with a too many players on the ice opportunity. A little bit more conversation down at the Clarington bench. Again, as they're struggling on this breakout, they get the puck up to the winger, and the winger causing turnovers at the Kingston defense. Kingston defense squeezing off those boards. So Clarington's going to have to start moving that puck back to the center if they want to have a better chance on these breakouts. That face-off won by Kingston. They'll take it down deep in the corner, plays it out front. Coulter just chips that off the boards and out. And the puck didn't have enough on it for icing, so some pressure here by Clarington on the forecheck. Okapek jumps down, tries to break that up, but It's going to be a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. So Ridding jumps in to help the defense out. Coulter gets it up for Ridding on the near side. She's able to just chip it out, but now Kingston will start their play back again. Patfield breaks that play up. She's got a bit of room. Shot right on the goalie. So that's steered to the side. Good opportunity from Patfield as she got a little bit of open ice here on the near side and was able to create some separation from Kingston. Kingston moves that puck up the near side. Just missed on the cross ice pass, so that'll go back to Lee. Lee looks to the near side for Wood. Actually, Brasado then circles back. She gets it and chips it down into the Kingston zone. Battle for it on the near side. And that play will be whistled down. Face-off will be deep in the Kingston zone. So see if this Clarington line can generate a little bit of offense. Face-off won by Kingston. They're going to bring it out of the zone. 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Shot just goes over the net. Kingston, now they'll start to cycle. They get it back to the point. Clarington wingers do a good job of collapsing down on that Kingston defender who was trying to walk right up through the middle. Kingston now with it behind the net. Similar play, but that puck just misses everybody. Brusado's just going to dump that down the length of the ice, and that'll be called for icing. And Clarington able to make a change here as that line was getting tired. As they get into higher level hockeys, they're not able to make changes if they ice the puck. So still can at this level. So they're able to put a fresh line of players out in the ice. Kingston works that puck into the high slot, and that shot just goes over the net. Battle down low, Coulter trying to get it up the near boards. They leave it back for Rowan behind the net. Rowan chips that puck off the boards, gets it up for DeYoung. DeYoung then works it back into the corner. Hanthorn, she's able to walk right out of the corner. And Kinley steers that puck to the side. Now they get it up for DeYoung. DeYoung's got that big shot. See if she's got an opportunity to get it off. She leaves it back for Luxton. Luxton gets that shot on net. Those two players will run into each other, and that causes an offside at the blue line. Oh, not an offside, sorry. Not sure why that was blown down then, but the face-off will be down in the Kingston zone. Kingston brings that puck around the near side. She's got a little bit of room, so she's going to take that ice. She gets it to the blue line, chips it up. Okapek now takes that puck and puts it right back into the Kingston zone. Kingston forced to regroup. Break it out the near side. Okapek pinches in. That allows them to move the puck right around her. And Kingston gets that puck down into the Clarington zone. Preston covering up for Okapek. She's battling down into the corner. Okapek now back, gives support. She plays that puck along the boards. Gets it to Patfield. Patfield along the boards. Great play to hit Ridding. Ridding with it in the high slot. She gets a shot on net. And that'll just trickle in on the Kingston goalie. So much better breakout for Clarington on that play as they move the puck up to the boards to the winger, and Patfield makes a quick pass to hit the center. Ridding, who's able to break out up the middle of the ice. Clarington, that was Strand with it with a high shot over the net. Wood pinches down. She's able to keep it into the zone. And Kingston able to just poke it out around the Clarington players and try to bring it deep down into the zone. Play broken up at the Clarington zone. They put it to the far side of the ice. Kingston forced to regroup. Battle on the far boards. That's Strand. She leaves it for Busato. Busato gets it over for Beethan. Beethan's got a bit of room. Her shot was blocked by Kingston, and now Kingston's going to break that puck up right up the middle. Little chip around Wood, who was pinching on the play. Great job by Luxton to cover up. Play along the far boards. Kingston. Luxton overskates the Kingston player, so she breaks it up the other way. Looking, she gets checked along the boards by, I think that's Wood, and the puck goes onto the back of the Clarington net, so that'll be blown down. Face-off controlled by Kingston, but they're trying to go D to D, and DeYoung breaks up that play, and she brings it back the other way. She leaves it back for Luxton. Nice little drop pass for Luxton. And Kingston strips that puck away, plays around the boards. Okapek, she dumps it down in behind the net. Clarington working that puck. They're trying to get it into the high slot area, but Kingston just clogging up that high slot. Coulter back with it. She's got 3 Kingston players coming down on her, so she plays safe play off the boards. Kingston now brings that puck in again. Okapek battles down in the board. She checks her player, strips the puck. Great job by Okapek. And Rowan comes down, plays that puck along the far boards. Kingston moves it back to the point. Long shot in on Kinley, and she hangs on. Kinley does a great job with those long shots from the point. So if Clarington can keep Kingston to the outside, if they're going to create an opportunity, those long shots from the point, those are the ones that Kinley can grab and hang on to. Kingston with it, shot on net. Kinley with a great glove save, and she'll get that puck out the far side. Wood chips that puck away, gets it up the near side for Patfield. Patfield gains the Kingston zone. She runs into traffic. She's getting support from Preston. Battling along the near side. All 3 Clarington players now buried in that side. 4 Clarington players. Okapek pinches down. They chip that puck around her. And they'll start out the other way. Sorry, that was Lee, not Okapek. Both of them with the dark ponytail, so it's hard to tell them apart. Kingston forced to regroup back in their own zone. They do the long pass again to the near side. That's broken up. Ridding gets a shot on net, but it just hits the stick and pops up in the air. Lee on the near side off the boards. Kingston breaks that play up, and they'll shoot it back down into the Clarington zone. Wood along the far boards. Kingston chips that around. Beethan starts to bring it out of her zone. She plays it over for Lee. Lee looks to the far side. Nobody there, so just off the boards and out. Lee moves up. She gets that putt up to Strand. Strand turns it over to Kingston. Now it's a 3-on-1 coming back the other way. And 2 are able to hang on to that puck and force the face-off. Referee making the wingers create a little more space in the face-off. Kingston tried to put a shot on net. That bounced off the Clarington player, and they'll start back the other way. Busato brings that down into the corner. She's checked by the Kingston player. Kingston player's got a hold of Busato's arm. She can't get free. Now she shakes it free. Kingston bringing that puck up ice. Coulter just Breaks that play up with her foot. That comes up to Luxton. Luxton makes the long pass up for DeYoung. DeYoung, she's got that big cannon of a shot. She puts it right off the crossbar. Great opportunity from DeYoung there. Coulter gets it back on the point. She puts it back in. 3 Kingston players in the high slot, so now Kingston will bring that puck up the near side. Luxton with it on the far side. Luxton dances to the middle. Shot on net. That hits the Kingston goalie and goes up over the net. Okapek pinches in, puts that puck down in deep, wraps all the way around. Lee pinches in, and that puck, Kingston will get that puck out all the way down the Clarington zone. Lots of pressure coming in, so Okapek, nice safe play, high off the glass and out. Kingston fires it back in. Ridding hit from behind in the neutral zone. Puck comes over to Okapek. She plays off the near side. Patfield with it. She's trying to drive the net, gets that poked off. She regains the possession of the puck. She'll put it down deep in behind the net. Ridding in there to try to cut that play off, gets around her. Okapek pinches in. They pass that puck around her. Preston now covering up for Okapek. Okapek racing back to catch her player. And that bouncing puck hops over to the Clarington sticks, and they'll try to break it out. Patfield loses the puck along the near boards. Patfield shoots that puck in on her own net. And Kinley to her hangs on to force the faceoff. Not sure what's going on with our time clock here, folks. It's not stopping and starting when we're hitting it, so don't pay any attention to the time clock. There's currently 5:30 left to go in the second period. We'll try to get it caught up here at the next whistle. Hanthorn with it deep in the corner. Kingston strips that puck. They bring it around the net. They're trying to cycle. They play that puck right across in front of the net. And there was nobody there to get a stick on it. Kingston now, lots of pressure down low. Rosado skates for it on the near side. Doesn't get there in time. Kingston gets that puck up to the defense. Strand breaks up that play and gets it out into the neutral zone. Kingston making some great passing players. They're passing that puck around the Clarington players. And Clarington getting caught chasing that puck a little bit. So Clarington dumps that puck down the length of the ice, and they will be called on the icing. Puck along the far boards for Luxton. She dances out of the corner with it. She shoots that puck on net. Rowan in front trying to get her stick on a rebound. That puck bounces off the referee's foot, goes right to DeYoung's stick. She gets it stripped. Kingston will start back the other way. And that net's knocked off. And there's going to be an interference call on the play. I'm not sure who it's going to be against, so pay attention here for a second. Looks to be Michaela Okapek for Clarington's going to go to the box for interference. So 4:08 to go in the second period. Clarington looking to kill off a 2-minute penalty. Kingston working that puck around the perimeter. Clarington setting up a nice box, not forcing too much pressure. Kingston walks in, and that shot's blocked by Wood, now in her feet. DeYoung takes that puck. She plays it over to the middle. Luxton with it. She's got a head of steam. That play's broken up. DeYoung trailing in the play. She plays it down deep into the corner as Clarington will change their forwards down this play. Clarington setting up a nice penalty kill box on that play. Able to keep Kingston to the outside, force the turnover, and get that puck down the ice. Kingston with a long shot in on net. Shot in on net, and that's held on to by Kinley Tour. So 3 minutes to go here, 2:59 to go in the second period. Still a 0-0 hockey game, but Kingston on this power play working the puck around the perimeter. They work it into the high slot. That shot's blocked by Hanthorn. She looks to be in a bit of pain. Kingston again gets that puck into the high slot. That shot goes just wide. They get it around the boards, but not out. So Kingston goes on the offense again, cycles it around, moves it back to the point. Big shot from the point. That sails just wide of the net. Kingston player at the side of the net trying to bang it in. Coulter was able to tie her up. So not much on that shot. Gets it out to Patfield. Patfield with a great play down the ice. And that'll just about kill it. 9 seconds to go here in the power play for Kingston. And now teams will be at even strength. Kingston's going to gain into the zone. Looking at the high slot. Clarington defense does a great job of breaking up that play. Net's knocked off. The referee's just putting it back on as Clarington's going to break that puck out the other way. Busato brings it up to the blue line, dumps it in deep. And Kingston wins the race for that puck, and they'll start to transition back the other way. Up the near side. Wood jumps down to break up that play, but they pass it around her. And Kingston gains the blue line. Lots of pressure from Clarington. And that play will be blown down on the offside as the puck kept bouncing back and forth over the blue line. Referee just down to double check that the net's back on. And that face-off won by Kingston. They pull it back. Move it up the near side. 3-on-2. They work into the high slot. Clarington's defense standing tall and not picking up or being aggressive on a player. So Kinley able to make that save, steer the puck out. Puck gets to the neutral zone. And Kingston bangs that back into the Clarington zone. Okapek with it on the near side. She plays that puck high and up in the air. And that'll be down for an icing.
Football wasn't in your way.
Face-off won by Clarington. They pull it back. Just get it out of the zone. Turn over to Kingston. They bang it back into the Clarington zone. Hanthorn has that puck stripped. And Kingston with an opportunity the other way. They get it pass out front. And Kinley Tour makes a great save, and that puck goes just over the net. "12 seconds to go in the period. Kingston still trying to cycle that puck around. Kingston brings it out. She's got 6 seconds, and DeYoung gets that puck stripped off her stick. And that'll do it for the second period. So some good opportunities from both teams in that period. Kingston does a better job with the breakout and the cycling of the puck. Clarington doing a better job once they create a turnover of trying to capitalize on that turnover and getting some pucks on net. So they'll head off to the dressing room for the second period. So we will see you after this brief intermission. Thanks for tuning in, folks. All right, folks, we're back for the third period. We'll just get our game clock fixed up here. Set to 15 minutes. All right, so again, after 2 periods of play, still 0-0. Clarington Flames will be looking to come out strong for the third period. We got Ridding, Preston, and Patfield starting in forward, and Okapek and Coulter on defense. Both teams getting rallied up on the benches. Face off won by Kingston. They bring it back. They move it up the near side. Battle for it right here on the near boards. Again, here in the Clarington Arena, it's tough to see down here on the near side. Kingston moves it to the far side. They'll enter the zone. Coulter sticks that, makes a nice little stick check. Puck trickles down into the corner. Kingston gains control of it. They circle back. Now Kingston starts to cycle again. They play that puck out front. Coulter had a player tied up, so that play's broken up. They get it to the line, blue line on the far side, not out. Kingston puts that puck back in, hops over Coulter's stick. Okapek regains it, puts it off the far boards, and that'll get out. Kingston circles back with it. They regroup on the far side. They come to the near side, and that just bounces off her stick, but Kingston able to win the race to the puck, and they'll bring it up the near side. Takes it in deep, stops behind the net. They play it across to the far side, looking for somebody in front. And that puck just jammed on the side of the net, so now the play in behind. Kingston, again, cycling behind the net. They play that puck out front, and Wood gets on it. She plays it off the back of Luxton, trying to get that puck out. Gets to the Kingston line, or gets to the Kingston defense, and they put it back in the zone. Up the far boards, Luxton tries to chip it off the boards, gets to the Kingston D, and they fire it back in. So Clarington fires that down the length of the ice. Kingston on the near side. Makes the pass, cross ice pass. Gains the Clarington zone. Luxton gets over with her stick and breaks up the play. DeYoung with it on the near side. She looks to the far side for Luxton. Luxton with a little dangle move. Works it in close. Gets it off the goalie. Rowan unable to jump on the rebound. That puck gets steered aside. Coulter with it at the point. She gets a shot on net. That's blocked in front. Kingston plays it off the near boards. Hanthorn pinches in. Does a great job keeping that play in. Kingston with it on the near side. Now they'll shoot that puck all the way down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Coulter with it behind the back. Gets it up the boards. That goes all the way around the ice. But there was enough Kingston sticks there, so no icing as that puck sails all the way down to the ice. Kingston back to regroup. Beethan steals that puck. She chips it back into the zone. Beethan still giving chase. Kingston cycles back behind their own net, plays it up the near side. Lee checks her player, able to keep that puck in the zone. Lee and Brusado on the near side. Beethan comes in for support. Strand there for support, so 4 Clarington players again now supporting this puck. A couple of Kingston players wide open on the far side. Kingston breaks it loose. They get it out the far side, but Strand hustles back. She gets that puck. Plays it off the near side, up the boards for Brusado. She can't handle it, so Kingston now breaks out the other way. Okapek strips that puck, and she plays that puck, trickles it down into the Kingston zone. Brusado with the shot on net. That's steered aside by the Kingston goalie. Comes around. Wood tries to play it in. Kingston picks that puck up. They bring it in. Shot on net. And Kinley's going to hang on and force the faceoff. So some good back and forth hockey on that play. They run the clock all the way down to 11:20 to go in the third period. Both teams with an opportunity. Face-off controlled by Kingston. They pull it back to the point. Long shot from the point. That goes just wide. Kingston regains it on the near boards. She's checked into the boards. plays it down deep. Kingston again does a nice job of cycling, but that puck stripped away from Hanthorn, who plays it up the near side for Ridding. She can't get it out. Now Preston on the far side with it. She tries a cross ice pass that's broken up. She regains it at the Kingston blue line, dumps it in. That's broken up. They make a long stretch pass the other way. Kingston with a shot that hits off the feet of the Clarington player, and both players collide into the net. So play blown down. So 10:40 to go in the third period. Faceoff's going to come outside. Yeah, faceoff's going to come outside as the Kingston player crashed the net, took the net off. Faceoff won by Kingston. They win it back and dump it back down into the Clarington zone. Coulter circles back behind the net. She plays it up the far boards. That's broken up by Kingston. They put it back in behind the net. Okapek tries to bring it up the near side. And DeYoung gets it on the near side and just plays the puck out into the neutral zone. Kingston cycles onto the far side, off the boards. DeYoung over, breaks up the play, chips it off the near side. That gets up for Luxton. Luxton trying to get that puck in deep. She gets pinned up against the boards. And Kingston gains possession of that puck and brings it out the other way. Lee pinched in for it, but they chipped that puck around her. So Kingston will bring that in the zone, and that'll be blown down on the offside. Clarington defense get a little more aggressive with the pinch this game, and Kingston reading it, and they're actually starting to chip that puck around that player that's pinching in. As again, they like to work that puck quickly to the center before they hit the blue line. And with the Clarington D pinching down, they make that pass right around them, and they're able to capitalize and come down the ice. Wood with it on the far side. She gets that puck up for Busato. Busato brings it up the far boards. She plays that puck around the boards. Beethan on the near side. She gets that puck stripped off her, and Kingston plays it up the near side. Strand plays it back for Wood. Wood looking for an open player. Nobody open, so she'll bring that puck up the ice herself. Boxes that Kingston player out, and she dumps it down deep into the zone. Kingston, as Clarington was making a change, wins the race to the puck. They try to play it up the near boards. That gets to the line, and that's blown on the offside with 8:59 to go in the third period. Face-off just outside the Kingston zone. See if Clarington can't capitalize again on this face-off location. Control the puck, which they do. They get it back to Hanthorn. She dumps it into the Clarington zone. Ridding just misses that puck, so Kingston brings it back the other way. Hanthorn gets checked on the near side. She gets the puck up, though, for Ridding. Ridding with the shot from the bad angle. That sails just over the net. Coulter able to jump down, keep that puck in the zone. Battle on the far side. Good support from Preston to cover up for Coulter. Pinch down, and they put that puck in, and Kingston will hang on. Face-off won by Clarington. Preston off the face-off, puts that puck on net, goes just wide. Ridding on the near side. She plays that puck out in the high slot. Preston just takes the shot. Preston checking her stick. Again, she didn't get much on it, but it started high and started to drop right at the Kingston goalie. And Clarington was actually able to score last week against Peterborough with the same kind of shot. So face-off controlled by Kingston. They'll bring it out of the zone. Again, the Clarington defense pinched in on the play, and Kingston capitalized and brought that right out of the zone. Battle for it on the near side. DeYoung tries to play it off the boards. That gets to Kingston's defense. They dump it back in. And now that puck comes out of the zone. Kingston circles back for it. They play it up the far side. Okapek, she plays it up the boards. That's in the referee's feet. She gets it up for Luxton. Luxton tries to play it over for Rowan. Kingston gets her stick on it, and they'll get it out of the zone. Okapek lets to dump it back into the Kingston zone. Clarington has to tag up, so it gives time for Kingston to break out of the zone. They again go to the near boards, and before they even get to the blue line, made the pass to the far side. They're able to bring it all the way down into the Clarington zone. Little chip play. Kinley, too, are able to make a good save on that puck. Luxton looking to dance with the puck. She had DeYoung on the near side, but didn't elect to move the puck forward. She takes a shot on net, and that goes just wide. Kingston then capitalizes, brings that puck all the way down with a head of steam. Okapek with a great little poke. She gets it up to Luxton. Luxton just dumps it down the length of the ice. So that'll be blown down on the icing. Battle on the near side. Clarington chips that off the boards. Hanthorn grabs it. She brings it up to the blue line. Looks far side for Busato. She has that puck stripped away, and Kingston brings it back the other way. Hanthorn with a good read. Plays it up the near side for Strand. That's just out of reach. So now Kingston's Strand still battling for it. Does a great job. Turnover to Preston. And Preston just flips that puck down into the end zone. Kingston brings it down the length of the ice. And it looks like Preston's going to be called here on the hook as she caught up to the Kingston player and pulled her down from behind. So Kingston will go on the power play here. Face off won by Kingston, back to the point. They chip it down into the corner. Kingston again cycles down into the corner. They bring it out of the corner, chip it up the near boards. They now send it around behind the net. Okapek with a good read. Breaks up that play, and she'll fire that puck down the length of the ice. Great read by Okapek to break up that play and get the puck all the way down the ice. Rowan able to put a bit of pressure on Kingston. And now they'll break out, bring it down the ice. Lee blocks that shot, trickles down into the corner. Clarington again with a good box formation set up. But they chase that puck into the boards. It's going to cost them if they keep chasing that puck along out of the box. Kingston works that puck inside and gets a shot on net. Face-off won by Kingston. They try to work that puck in down low, but that play's broken up by Clarington. They get it to the line. It comes out. Kingston forced to regroup at the blue line. They come in with a head of steam. Luxton on the far side. Coulter down in the corner. They do a great job setting up the box. Kingston tries with the wraparound. Hanthorn's upset on the play. Kingston defense come in on the play, so that faceoff's going to come outside. So again, if there's a skirmish in front of the net, the defense not permitted to come down in. Kingston works that puck into the high slot. That play's broken up. Now Kingston with it in the high slot again. Here comes a shot. And Kinley Tour's going to hang on with a great read on that play. Kingston now going to draw a penalty as things are getting feisty down in front of the Clarington net. So that face-off's going to come all the way down the ice. Face-off won by Clarington. They win it back to the point. There's the shot on net. Rebound. Clarington unable to jump on that rebound. Now it's 4-on-4 hockey. Kingston breaks out the other way. They were looking for that cross-ice pass again. Going to be a delayed offside here for Kingston, and they'll touch it up. So that face-off should come all the way down as there was enough timing. Well, Kingston getting away with one there as that face-off should come all the way down the ice, but Clarington controls that puck. Luxton's going to bring it in the zone. She dances out to the high slot. She drives wide, gets a shot on net, but that Kingston gets a stick on it. Now Luxton drives out of the corner. She's trying on the wraparound. That'll kill off the Clarington penalty. Big shot from Preston high in the slot. She got that stick working for her now. Back to the point for Lee. Lee, that shot's blocked. Lee with it now again. She's got some room now. She takes that shot, and that'll sail just wide, but the Kingston goalie elects to hang on. So Kingston dumps that puck down the length of the ice as now Clarington on the power play. Our penalty clock hasn't restarted. Not sure what's going on there. There's 43 seconds left to go in the power play for Clarington as they work this puck now down low. They get it out front. Kingston goalie gets a stick on it. Okapek dumps that down into the corner. So 20 seconds to go in the power play. Kingston brings that puck down in deep. Coulter gets a stick on it, but it pops up in the air. Kingston player chips that in on net. There's a shot. That goes off the post. Kingston, they'll walk out from the corner, get another shot on net. And that's hung on to by Kinley Tour. So 5 seconds to go here in the power play. Kingston with a shot from the point. Teams back at even strength. Clarington chips that up to the middle. Preston trying to get a stick on it, but it's broken up by Kingston. Ridding brings that up the near side. That'll be blown down on the offside. Both teams with some excellent chances here in the third period. Both teams feeling the pressure to get that goal, which we should be at a point now where next goal wins. So Kingston called on the offside. Face-off just outside the Clarington zone. Tempers are up right now. You can see it with the way the players are skating. And that puck almost goes through the middle to Kinley Patfield, who was streaking up the far side. Ridding, she gets a stick on it, comes back to the point for Hanthorn. Big hopping puck in on the Kingston goalie. Kingston works that puck up the far side. Luxton breaks up the play. Wood has her feet taken out. Now Luxton's got her feet taken out. Luxton steps out of the far side with it. Scramble in front of the net. And the Kingston goalie finally able to find that puck, gets a handle on it. So the minute 48 to go in the third period. Clarington starting to apply some pressure. Face-off won by Kingston. Gets to the line, but not out. Okapek puts that puck in on net. Big long shot from the point. And the Kingston goalie hangs on to force another face-off. Looks like Clarington at every whistle is putting a fresh set of players out in the ice. Exchanging between the forwards and the defense. Puck on the far boards. Okapek pinches in. She plays that puck across the ice, but that's right to a Kingston player. They're going to bring it up ice. And they'll shoot it down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Lee with it behind the net. She circles back. She's got Bussato on the near side. She's got Strand on the near side. Play that puck out to the neutral zone. That's picked off by Kingston. They're going to bring it back. She gets to the high slot. Big shot from the high slot. And Kinley Tour's going to hang on to that one again. Both goaltenders seeing that puck really well. So again, we got another whistle. And Clarington changing all their players again. So Clarington trying to keep as fresh of bodies out in the ice as they can. Ridding with it on the near board. She gets that puck stripped from her. Preston lost her stick in the center ice, so she's trying to pick that up. Kingston able to bring that puck back into the zone. Hatfield almost got a stick on that to break up the play. Shot from the point for Kingston. Coulter ties up her player. She gets the puck on the... She plays it around the boards for Hanthorn. Hanthorn plays that up for Patfield. Patfield chips it out through the middle. So that was actually a nice breakout by Clarington. Feeling the pressure. Kingston dumps that puck down into the zone. Coulter and Hanthorn back for it. Hanthorn plays it off the near side for Ridding. That sails out of the reach of Ridding. Hatfield breaks up the play, but just couldn't get the puck in time. Ridding, she gets tripped coming into the zone. No call on the play. Preston with it on the near boards. Kingston plays that off the bar boards, and that's going to do it for the game. So much better outcome this time for the Clarington Flames in a 0-0 draw against Kingston. Well, folks, thanks for joining us today. It's a 0-0 hockey game for your Clarington Flames and the Kingston Ice Wolves. I'm just going to look ahead to see when we're back on the ice again. And the Flames have some practices coming up this week. And it'll be the Flames on Thursday night against West Northumberland back here in Clarington, 7:30. So tune back in Thursday night. Actually, we won't be here Thursday night as I have a Peterborough Pete's home game to work that night. So sorry, folks, won't be able to broadcast the game for you. But thanks for tuning in.